Nestled in a true wilderness, Base 404 is a secret facility established by POS for the research and development of the Weapon Zero. The area is heavily guarded, and its name is the only piece of information that has ever been disclosed to the public. Base 404 is a demolition map. Now let's dive into the basics of Map 404 from the Scissors perspective. Bomb Site A is located in the control room, and attackers need to pass through the security room to enter it. When entering the security room's door, beware of the high explosive grenades thrown by the defenders from the pipe. When approaching the high ground on the other side, make sure to stick to the left side, or you'll be caught in the crosshairs of the defender's long-range weapons stationed on the sloping high ground from Bomb Site A. After entering the security checkpoint, be sure to check the right-angled stringified wall on the right. Watch out for By Mo, the defender who might be lurking there. Attackers in the pipe should also stay alert, as defenders often camp at the entrance to lay down suppressing fire. The pipe's wall can be stringified, so if you're caught in the crosshairs, remember to use stringify to evade. There are 3 entrances to the bomb site. The main entrance is commonly known as A-Long. If you approach from A-Long, prepare to face enemy fire from the sloping high ground. Typically, grenades or long-range weapons can handle this threat. If you take too much damage during your advance, lean against the right wall for cover, but be wary. Enemies might be lurking in the blind spots above the curved wall to your right, or hiding behind the pillars of the main console inside the bomb site. These are defenders' favorite sniping spots. The other entrance is the pipe, which poses greater risk. Jumping out of it makes you vulnerable to various threats, including Michelle's little cat traps placed above and below the pipe entrance, defensive gunfire behind boxes, and long-range shots from distant middle windows on the high ground. The last one is A-Short, which connects to the central weapon testing area to Area A, but its terrain makes it less suitable as the main attack route. It's more often selected for solo runs. The high ground at A forms a well-rounded semi-enclosed structure, making it a pivotal area to contest for the control of Area A. Attackers advancing through the main entrance can use skills and items to quickly seize the outer section of the sloping high ground, but watch out for the spots on the high ground's edge. After clearing the windows on the slope, attackers can secure relatively safe spots. Long-range weapons can be set up at a narrow slope entrance, applying pressure on the middle windows on the high ground, jump spots, and A-Short. To truly dominate Area A, reaching this far isn't enough. Advancing further requires coordination with short-range weapon attackers popping out from the pipe. Firstly, use smoke bombs and other tactics to obscure A-Short. Then you can position yourself around the periphery of the jump spot to provide fire support for your teammates who are focusing on the slope. If you are confident in your shooting skills and movement, you can jump directly onto the large box at A-Long and set up a deadly crossfire on the jump spot corridor and the middle window. Now let's shift our focus to the other side of the map. Bomb Site B sits in a large basin surrounded by the functional room, with a long, narrow passage bridging the attacker's base to Area B. Just like the security checkpoint in Area A, the high ground on the left side of the passage B is another classic grenade hotspot, so tread carefully. On the right, the vast terrain faces directly at the middle window of the defender's high ground at the backline. Navigating to the corridor's end is treacherous. Beside a distant middle window, there are also windows in the dark room, and even nearby walls harbor deadly threats. Always remember to use stringify when passing through these areas. There are 2 paths to access Area B, a wide road and a narrow one-way passage. Both paths will take you to the rear of the large box at B-Long, granting you a clear view of the high ground at the opposing side. Area B is divided into 3 crucial high grounds: the rear of the large box upon exiting the passage, the dark room connecting to the mid lane on the right, and the high ground at the defender's backline. The combination of the backline high ground and the adjacent dark room mirrors the semi-enclosed high ground structure of A, tightly enclosing the bomb site. Therefore, failing to secure control of either the backline high ground or the dark room will leave the attackers in a precarious spot. Between the 2 high grounds, the backline offers more attack angles. Beside the left stringified wall, the pillar below the middle window can also serve as a stepping stone for air jump. With dual coordination in the use of items and skills, the attackers will find it easier to capture the backline. However, defenders in the dark room can retake any time. If the attackers fail to clear the windows of the dark room before attacking the backline, they'll be exposed to deadly firepower from that sector. In summary, attacking Area B requires splitting forces between the backline and the dark room, so the attackers' primary challenge is figuring out how to deploy their soldiers and maintain a dynamic defensive stance. Lastly, there's the weapon testing area located at the map center. Generally, defenders won't deploy too many soldiers to the mid lane, but attackers need to watch out for enemies lurking in A-Short and the mid lane. Let's start with A-Short high ground. If defenders are stationed here, they can gain a clear view of the attacker's base, gathering lots of information. But luckily for the attackers, this threat can easily be dealt with at the start by setting up a weapon from passage B. Inside mid lane, defenders can stick close to the stringified wall to get a full view of the weapon testing area, granting them intel on any attacker movements. So, when making rotations, be sure to clear the wall in front of the mid lane. Remember, the weapon testing area may be easily accessible, but attackers will still face tough challenges no matter if they push mid or jump into A-Short. When advancing through A-Short, you have to deal with fire from 3 directions: the distant corridor, the left police passage, and the connector on the right. Keep an eye out for By Mo, who often lurks near the stringified wall by the jump spot. The front part of the mid lane is easy to clear, but if you want to push further, prepare for defenders' fallbacks from Area B, CT spawn, and A short flanking. Therefore, initiating an attack from the weapon testing area requires exceptional teamwork and coordination. For new players when defending, it's recommended to prioritize key info gathering spots such as the pipe, mid lane, and B darkroom. The pipe boasts various gameplay options, offering great flexibility to experiment with different strategies. The mid lane is highly adaptable, allowing for quick acquisition of rotation information and swift fallbacks on both A and B. The darkroom doesn't require rigid defense, boasting relatively high flexibility. Overall, make sure to gather as much information as possible without letting your guard down, as this will boost your map awareness in no time. Alright, that wraps up our guide to the key spots in the A, B, and mid areas of 404. I hope you found it helpful. For more exciting content, make sure to hit the like and favorite button and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video!